Welcome back to our videos. I'm Laurencio,
And I'm Alexandra.
twin flames in Harmonious Union, students of Jeff and Shaleia, and ascension coaches affiliated with Twin Flame Universe.
And today we have a really juicy topic. What if your twin flame friend-zoned you? What to do? How do you deal with that? Well, that's okay. Somebody has been in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to call myself a master at this, but...
Well, you did it. You got out of friend zone, and it is possible. And it's not actually that bad that your twin flame is friend zoning you. And let me tell you why. We have kind of like the both perspectives now here. I was like the one that friend zoned, and his was like the friend zoned one. But the good part in this is that you are not like totally blocked, or your twin flame is not talking with you at all or anything like that. You still have the opportunity to develop your relationship with your twin flame as a friendship, and your twin flame is your best friend. So by you developing this friendship, it is natural that at some point you will start to develop romantic feelings towards each other. And I know maybe you that you're watching this, you might have romantic feelings, but as long as you keep that friendship open, and you unconditionally love yourself and your twin flame in that friendship space, at some point it's clear that your twin flame will fall in love with you. There's no other way.
Yeah, and like I want to say from my experience when it happened to me, when I was like, because I was single at that point, and I was like, I got her out in the town and just like had a nice date. She didn't know it was a day. She was just like, oh, like a new town, let me see, like someone wants to show me the town. And she had a boyfriend at that time, but I tried to do the move to just like come closer to her and kiss her, but then she just friend zoned me like right there and then. And in that moment, even if I got a bit mad on that, she told me that she had a boyfriend, and for me, like I had my principles, and I was like, if a girl has a boyfriend, I don't want to get into that, because if I do that, like what will happen,
What you will attract.
What will I attract? What do I allow myself to attract in my life? Like, even if I was to be with her, that could happen with someone else. Like, she could do that with someone else. So it's actually better that she did that. She didn't accepted me in that way, because that she showed me that she's loyal to whoever she is with. So therefore, if she was at some point to be with me, she will never do something like.
But that doesn't matter if they are your twin flame.
Exactly.
But
we didn't knew that we were twin flames.
At that point we didn't knew, so we're gonna just let it flow. But
anyway,
if you know like this person is your twin flame, right? Of course you know that the relationship that they might have like with somebody else is not real, and they are meant to be with you. With that being said, it doesn't mean that you have to push or control or try to get them to be with you in any way, but by you pursuing them and doing like the mirror exercise, it will help you to open them up towards a romantic relationship.
With this said, and with what I said before, the point was of what I was sharing is that you just have to respect the boundaries. If your twin flame doesn't want to, you just don't, and you just respect that. Because in that moment, I just respected her boundaries. Like, okay, you don't want to be with me now, okay, but I still chose to be friends with her, and just continue that relationship and just nurture it from that point, and just accept that. If she wanted to be with me, then that would have been a different story, but she didn't want. She wasn't into that.
Because even if like we knew that we were twin flames, if I was like, no, I'm not ready for that yet, I don't feel like that yet, I just want to be friends. And if he would have come to me and be like, no, but I am your twin flame and I am supposed to be your ultimate lover and you are supposed to be with me, probably I would have blocked him instantly, because that it was like not appropriate for that to happen for us where we were back then, and it would have been just very controlling. And your twin flame doesn't like to be controlled. It doesn't like to be, you know, have that needy energy towards them. So yeah, if you are finding yourself in a situation where your twin flame is like friend zoning you or just wanting to be friends, respect that boundary and do the mirror exercise. If you do the mirror exercise, it is guaranteed that they will open up to you more and more and more and more. And the key here is that you do not have to control in any way, shape or form how that happens. You do not have to step over boundaries. You do not have to do things that kind of like are reckless, I just want to say. But at the same time, you keep claiming them, you keep again doing the mirror exercise, doing the work that Jeff and Shaleia teach you, and it's natural that they will kind of melt into you.
Yeah, exactly, because at that point, even afterwards, when this happened with us, when she just friends on me, I kept remaining friends with her and just like having nice discussions, instead of like me saying like, oh no, why don't you want to be with me, or like let's be together, as Alexandra said, like if we knew our twin flames, if I knew she was there, like you have to be with me, because at that point I was having feelings for her. But as I like, even if I had those feelings, I had to respect that. I had to respect myself that I had these feelings, but to respect her that she had that boundary. How was I respecting myself with having those feelings? Well, that was by just acknowledging them and knowing and saying like, God, if this is for me, you're gonna show me. But I'm not gonna put myself into a place to just abuse myself emotionally to just be with her.
Yeah.
And in that way, we were able to just open up and speak about different subjects that we really enjoyed, and then we went deeper, and then as we created the friendship, we became best friends actually afterwards. And in that best friendship, it was really nice to be just around each other and just speak with each other. So we got a lot of time to just know each other in that moment.
Yeah.
So friend zone is not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a way for you to be able to spend a lot of time with your twin flame and get to know each other.
Yeah, you get to know each other very well. And you know, one thing that really helped us, you know, when we were friends, it was actually that we were able to open up about a lot of topics that probably when you are like in a romantic relationship with somebody at the beginning you won't do. So for example, we really talked about like our past relationships a lot. So when me and Lawrence like came together as lovers, we already knew everything about each other in that space, because as best friends we talked about those things, because people were like ha ha ha, he he, let's talk about guys and girls and stuff like that. So we already kind of knew you know, what the situation was there, what were like the things that he went through, what was things that I went through, right? And as soon as we just and for you, you know, it's really important, because kind of like the more relationship you are able to build with your twin flame, the more you can heal using the mirror exercise, and you can like manifest your romantic relationship later, right? And friendship is anyway the foundation of your twin flame relationship. It's very, very important. Like romance, it's highly important as well, but you'll see that you will want to have like fun with your twin flame. You will want to have like an openness in like communication and partnership, and it's really, really important to value the friendship that you have with your twin flame, and to not feel bad if they are acting with you in this way. Of course, you don't have to take if they are like disrespecting with you or acting mean towards you, you don't have to like take that, right? It's not what we're saying. But if your twin flame like genuinely just wants a friendship, right? We want to encourage you to be open towards that and just explore that, and know that your romantic feelings will start to deepen in your twin flame as that friendship is being nurtured and loved there.
Yeah, because for us it really was so essential to have this friendship, and when it was ready, we just like start speaking again, and just having some conversations, some things that I was passionate about. But me coming from a place that I was not needy, from a place that I already had everything that I needed in that moment. So I already loved myself there, and I was peaceful with myself. And even if when I started speaking again with her, hearing her voice brought a lot of love into my heart, and I was feeling all these feelings for her, I was just like saying yes to them and surrender to God how that will unfold, if that will unfold. And I was saying to God, like, God, if this is for me, just, I know, tell her to just tell me that she loves me. And I just claimed that, okay, just please do this. And as we kept speaking about what I was passionate about what I was really like inspired by, and it was about healings, it was about spirituality. I shared all of that with her, and I started to speak with her and like really help her understand about these subjects more at the way that she was able to at that point, because she wasn't able to just receive everything from the first second, but just like gradually, because we already had a relationship built on these kind of subjects. So I was able to present them to her, these subjects. And I remember that she had a boyfriend at that time, and that boyfriend was like, why do you speak with this guy? Who's this guy? And all of this kind of stuff. And then like I started speaking with him about those subjects as well.
Yeah, and you know, point being, like, we got like to be together, because from my point of view, like, I had a lot of failed relationships, and I was like, you know, feeling very kind of bad in a way, because like nothing was working when it comes to like finding the perfect man for me, because I was desiring the perfect man. I wasn't desiring to settle. And then you know, when it came to this, it was like, but why not my best friend? You know, I know that this is kind of like a movie thing, you know, like the bad girl, you know, that wants to be with all the other guys except the guy, you know. It was kind of like that for us, at least, you know. And then, you know, I had to like seriously look at myself and be like, why the fuck not? Like, it's because it felt just good, you know. And I guess a part of it was like a fear of, you know, losing the friendship, because, you know, we had like such an amazing friendship that I was afraid that if, you know, our relationship was to like, you know, break, I would lose my best friend. But with twin flames, that doesn't happen, right? So it's safe for you to just go all in and heal, you know, of course, and go on to that, kind of have that faith. And of course, we didn't know this information, but you knowing this information, you will be able to transcend the friend zone in a way, in a much more easier way. And just know that everything that you need to do is just move through the mirror exercise, and having your twin flame as your friend, presenting you every step that needs to be taken. It's so important for you. You have no idea how valuable that friendship is, and how it's able to, and how it helps you just build the foundation of the life of your dreams. Just because it's not a romantic relationship yet, don't underestimate the power of a friendship with your twin flame. It's so important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And with this, don't be afraid to be friends with your twin flame. Heal through everything that comes up with the mirror exercise. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave us a comment and give us like on this video. Subscribe, and see you in the next video.